forgot to save last time.
You need something, Jensen?
Yeah, I was hoping you could tell me about the first attack.
Sure.
Beep, beep, beep.
Anything in particular?
Apparently I forgot to save when I quit last time, so we're going to have this conversation again.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
Beep, beep, beep.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
Is this thing on? How you doing, Mr. MechWarrior? Hope you're all good. Hope my mic's working.
I've been thinking about why they attacked.
Oops.
What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burnt.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire.
So,
Sure.
did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description.
Excellent.
Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending.
Did anyone else see them?
Not well enough to get a description.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it.
They did, for the first month.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
They were gone.
whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
I'm gonna find them, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
Thanks, Malik. Alright, there was one thing we did last time when I came across...
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on
then.
David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us. Only because Eliza
All the
said
media
she's
speculation
saying
surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just blown through the roof, thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization Humanity Front. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
an extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostage takers. Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated look at what happened here tonight.
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere desire to stand in front of the General Assembly with David Seraph, united in their cause to find a common ground. Should that day ever come to pass, one cannot help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, the man whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront, will also be present. So far, Mr. Darrow has refused our repeated requests for an interview. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you.
Thanks, Picus and Eliza. Unbiased and detailed reporting as always.
Can someone tell me how the purists were even able to break into the plant?
was a vent we found down here somewhere. There we go. Where the stolen neuropazine is hiding. Meet me behind the gas station, that's right, okay. Somebody was robbing neuropazine from the lab. Alright. Okay, bring the Typhoon to Pritchard.
Start talking. It's over, but no names have been released. Did she leave you a message? Oh, I know something.
Oh yeah, who was the guy? We had an email about the neuropazine being stolen. There was a guy who was brought up and we had the code for his office. Will Rossellini 3716.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, who would know we were developing?
Security rating 3. Hacking. I've got 2 available practices, so I could just upgrade my hacking to level 3 just straight off the bat, just so I can creep around in the office, break into everybody's offices, right? Oh wait, I've only got one. Oh no, 2. Fuck it, yes. Yep. Just so I can rummage around in this guy's sofa and maybe find like $10.
Access denied.
Call when I know something.
Do a quick lap.
Access granted.
Aha! I shall read your book. Aha! Stole their 118 bucks. Ha 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 ha. Don't you want to believe that Megan could still be alive? Malik said that all of the scientists that were going to go off to present at the hearing were all killed in the attack and all their bodies burnt to a crisp and all the labs destroyed. Basically completely wiping out everything to do with the with Megan's discovery. Tyranny of biology. We're on the threshold of an age where the tyranny of biology can be defeated. Someone born blind, someone whose legs are claimed by some tragedy, someone who once could hear but now cannot. We can offer hope to them. Nature no longer has the upper hand. I'm into that. Also, I'll steal your 115 credits. Thank you, sir. Ooh, 126 credits. Ooh, and your energy bar. Haha, take that, motherfucker. Frank Pritchard sending everybody emails about security and not giving your logins out, not downloading shit on your computers, lock your computer, blah blah blah. Will Rossellini, 3716. Steal is 50 bucks. We live in an era where sovereign nations and the formal governments of countries are little more than lines of demarcation upon the world's maps. More and more citizens of the world lend their loyalty not to a flag, but to the only true transnational entities that still thrive: corporations. 25 bucks. He doesn't seem to care. Neuropozyne thefts. Frank Pritchard emailing this guy about the neuropozyne threats. What are you accusing me of, Frank? I have taken stuff from the lab, but I've logged every drop used. And I was not the only one working late those nights. Talk to Brugger, he'll verify it. Oh, Ted Brugger, who just mentioned the other email, we've got his code, office code.
Access granted.
Oh, hello.
Finally, someone who can get things done. Welcome back, Adam.
Get things done like hacking your door. Sure, buddy. Sarif is pissed off that Picus is slanting the augmentation debate against Sarif. And in favour of Taggart, the guy who was on the TV earlier talking like the anti-augmentation league or whatever they are. That's Taggart. Taggart and Sarif, well, Taggart are obviously at odds over the augmentation issue. It looks like Picus has taken Taggart's side at the moment and dragging Sarif through the mud. Okay, security rating 3, this one. It's the one that fucked me over before.
Start talking. I'll make some calls. I don't know if she's
Damn it, maybe I needed some of that hacking software after all. Fuck, I guess I'm going to be ditching this shotgun. I'll put it in my office in the hope that maybe it comes back. Like maybe I can pick it up again later, or it's just going to be a display piece. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Just never gonna do it. Fuck. Unless I get real lucky and the oh. We save scum it. It is indeed all deep end. It's a hacking mini game. I've kind of got to okay, just making sure I've actually loaded it and hadn't loaded it before the time I hacked all those doors.
Access granted.
Wait, what? Access granted? 1.9. Oh, shit. Oh, I had to capture this thing here, not. I was trying to aim for this node over here, which is why I kept running. Thought I was running out of time, but it was only this one. Oh, well, I'm in. Hey, buddy.
Listen, Jensen. 2 attacks in 6 months? I'm starting to get nervous here. If this keeps up, we're all gonna be out of a job. Start talking. Dan, did she leave you a message or anything?
Well, there's nothing in here. Okay, what a waste of time. All right. Can't get into Malik's office yet.
Well, well, if it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way. Don't you have somewhere to be, Jensen? I'm sure Sarif is expecting your report.
Perfect. Nice.
Right. Well, lucky for us, Jensen was there to recover.
Josie and I are back home safe in our apartment. That's the dude we saved from the gas bomb. We live in a third floor condo on Brooklyn Court. Stop by and I'll have something for you. Development on the neuropozyne thefts. A new suspect, Denzel Mitchell, going through stacks of purchase orders. Door code 1364. Oh, hello. Right under my nose. China has seen a steady climb towards superpower status and is a major player in augmentation technology. Oh noes. This guy's investigating the neuropozyne thefts. Micah Pine might be behind the thefts, okay. interesting here about mica pine.
Access granted.
$107, thank you. Something Project Basilisk. Sure. Password Eclipse. Andrea Van Wezel caught messing around with the neuropazine. Interesting. Bell tower. Shenanigans, like a brochure. Andrea Van Wessel caught messing around with the neuropsy, but because she was asked by Pritchard to put a camera in there. So that's probably nothing. Oh, nice, this one's just open.
Finally, someone who can get things done. Welcome back, Adam.
Access granted.
Tim Carella and Brian Tyndall talking about a package and being spotted by the by Andrea. Pretty sure she saw me coming out of the helipad storage area after I grabbed it. Brian Tyndall was a buyer, Tim Carella. Tim Carella, I'm out. I'm not stealing any more vials of neuropsine for you. Tim Carella, it's you. Brian Tyndall saying, don't say that, man. I promised the client and you've got to make good. And he has security camera footage to blackmail him with. P.S. You are deleting these emails, aren't you? guy's name? Tim Carella and Brian Tyndall. Alright, well, I guess we'll keep an eye out for them then.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
Just figured I'd point it out.
Oh, thanks. And believe me, if I had another option, we'd be taking it. But these past 6 months, seems like all the influence I built up in this city just dried up and blew away.
Well, you were able to keep SWAT from infiltrating the plant until I got the Typhoon.
Just barely. And now someone else is pulling strings to keep us in the dark? We need that neural hub, son. It's key to finding out who's behind these attacks.
And taking out the men who did it. I'm on it.
That hacker's not gonna be sitting still for long. Get over to the station and find a way inside.
Hey, the link vanished. What link?
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble.
Oh, it's probably just the auto moderation on the chat. Probably won't let links in there unless I fiddle with it at some point. But I'm quite happy to hack. I've spent the points on the bloody on the upgrades for it, so I'd rather use it.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories.
Adam
I
Jensen,
love working here, but
please
it's
report
hard
to your
knowing
office.
that at any second...
Adam Jensen?
Talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door, like right now, and start shooting?
I know. It's so awful. Because you'd be the first to... I mean... You'd be...
I'd be the first to what?
Nothing. Forget it.
I just came down. Now I'm wanted in my office.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Who's this chump? Who are you,
Jensen,
chump?
Remember me? No, that sounds too desperate. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Neuropozyne? What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
You're asking me to let you off the hook for your thieving ways and to break into some guy's apartment to cover up your tracks. Yeah, you can pay me.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have...
Let me get back to you.
Hold down the fort, boss. Nothing new to report.
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe I will look up a code or two if
Mrs. Reed?
I'm sick of hacking.
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
Reward? No, I'm going to do this without the goodness of my heart.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Is there a problem, sir?
My neighbors were there when it happened, you know. The hostage-taking at the Seraph plant.
Bin money.
I don't really have anything against it. I just think it's disgusting. I mean, grafting metal into your skin? Yuck.
I guess you don't have any tattoos.
It's not the same. You don't need to take drugs for the rest of your life when you have a tattoo.
Well, I think what you do to your body is up to you.
Yeah? Well, when everybody's done doing what they want, what happens to people like us who refuse to become machines? We become the weaker species, that's what. And the next thing you know, we'll be the ones living in derelict row.
Wow, you really don't have an opinion on this, do you?
You believe it? We had the place surrounded, and we were ordered to hang back. Since when do we take orders from David Sarif? Maybe there was some hazardous material they were worried about. More like there was something illegal in there that they wanted the rent-a-cop to get rid of.
I'm standing right here,
never
bro.
let that guy in. I thought Jensen did okay. He helped save the hostages.
Thank
he
you.
got lucky. I got nothing to say to you. You're Jensen, right? One of my buddies told me what you did at the plant. Nice job saving those hostages.
You are welcome, sir. So let's go for our checkup at the limb clinic.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information Network. Director.
You're not one to take a hint, are you?
Excuse me. Oh, here's the petrol station. There's a shady arms dealer in here. The myth of human augmentation. The truth is this: for every piece of yourself you surrender, your humanity dies a little more. Alright, what's the time? 10:02. I'm going to make a quick run to the shop. Hopefully get there before it shuts at 11, so I'll leave you watching the smoking man for a minute, and I'll be right back. Beep beep.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips. Always a pleasure.
Okay, good to know. Damage upgrade to be bought there.
I heard they want to give David Seraph the key to the city. Something about the city's rebirth.
What you got in that head of yours? An intelligence chip? You gonna steal some poor natural's job?
There's more police out here than civilians.
These limb riots are being organized by the government. They want an excuse to exact martial law and split this country up.
Keep it down, pal. People are on the edge right now, and we don't want any more trouble.
What will you say when you're kidnapped by a bunch of augmented soldiers and put in a concentration camp?
I haven't put much thought into it, okay?
Haven't you heard of REX-84? FEMA is setting up camps right here in Detroit.
Yeah, and Stevie Y is actually a 600-year-old vampire.
Is there a problem, sir?
What are you chumps doing down here?
Take a hike.
Whatever.
Hello, who is it?
I, for one, approve of these protests. These limb people are drug pushers. Someone is getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
I wouldn't know about those things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that Humanity Front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
Ugh, that's gonna be a day from hell.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be under Opposine shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Long story short, I can buy Praxis kits. No Typhoon arrow.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
Good job I robbed all my colleagues' desks, isn't it? I'm going to leave that for a minute.
Very well.
I'm pretty sure I can buy that suppressor around here somewhere.
Perhaps when you are feeling stressed.
And I can want to make sure that I
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure.
Will I feel any pain or anything?
It gets done through your IV needle. You'll be asked to count backwards, and the next thing you know, you'll be opening your eyes and the procedure will be over.
Wow. Will I dream?
Not while you're under, but you might afterward as you wake up. If you're here for some work, please go to the counters.
I love how all the implants are like in these baggies, like Ziploc baggies. Like almost like disposable kind of bag things. doctor's notes on myself and how I'm not in need of any neuropathy anytime soon.
Getting ogged is the way to go, man. Now, how are you gonna defend yourself in today's world without ogs?
What do you think about it? I'll be there.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
And those were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company.
Go on in. We're still open.
Adam? Yeah, I just spoke to Vera Markovic. You aren't getting any Praxis kits installed?
All you said to do was see the doctor. I did that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just surprised you didn't take advantage of the account I set up for you. But no matter. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance on the side of the building.
I'm gonna go to have a chat to Greg Thorpe and see what he will give us for saving his wife. Sucks to be these people.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those Ugg lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? He been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
That's all I need for now.
Shady business on the case in the precinct then. Hey, check them out. Both alive due to my hand. Let's rob their fridge. Nano augmentation, talking about how it's going to become the new thing and all this mechanical limb stuff will be crude, which is very true since the original Deus Ex set after this. These Deus Ex games are a prequel to the original, and in the original one it's all nano augmentation.
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
Nice. Discount.
You'll remember his name, won't you?
I can
Sarah,
never thank you
like
enough
the painter.
for what you did.
Where's Earl's Court then?
You have to help Mrs. Reed find out more about her daughter.
That's all I need for now.
Getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Dogmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Dogmentation. Yo, we gotta be rich, man.
Chill out, bro.
You hear what Lazarus been saying? This country's falling apart, man. States are looking to leave the Union.
Oh, hello. Okay, so this is Tyndall's building, or it will be. Which the guys were stealing the neuropazine and blackmailing our buddy. I don't think it's this. It's not this building, though, is it? I could try the hacking route, but let's let's see if I can jump across. See how badly I hurt myself. Real fucking badly, apparently. Is there a jump augmentation? I bet there is, isn't there? Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get across this way.
Access granted.
Aha! I know I hacked the gate, but I figured I might. Every time I've played it, I'm pretty sure I hacked that gate, so I'm just mixing it up a little bit. Security rating 5. Don't know what that's all about.
Access granted. Government secure net. These are the lodgings you will occupy for the duration of the operation. You will notice a door with security lock. With this code, whenever you receive a special delivery, it will be left for use inside that room. What the fuck is... Ooh. Access granted.
Okay, if I go really slow. Can I disarm this? Crossbow arrows.
Access granted.
Notice to all tenants, a new security gate has been installed. Gate code is 0002. Sure. One of these guys shot Big Ben in the street. If they ever get to him, he'll talk. Wonder what this is all about.
Access granted.
Not sure what this was all about, but maybe some kind of government team doing something shady.
Access granted.
Alright, this has got to be... What's his face's apartment? Tyndall. Investigate his computer, see if we can get the footage off of it.
Yo, Kendall! I know you're here, man! What? You think you can just cut me off? Come on, man! I need my new person!
That'll do it. Hey Stevie, I'm sorry we couldn't score as much last week and I'm all out. Try not to do anything crazy. This guy's come looking for his neuropazine fix. Coming after Tyndall with a shotgun. Ah. Tyndall giving neuropazine to Reva because Reva's, I don't know, wife, girlfriend is in pain and needs it, and he doesn't want money for it. Meeting behind the petrol station. Just got to check something quickly in this place we were just in. Boxes. Some desire to check under the bed there. Right, fair enough. Hey, buddy.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh. There's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life. And that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
Deal.
I have a kind of suspicion that this building here Because where that arms dealer guy was that Greg told me about.
Them D-Row cats is gonna get popped if they keep trying to tag over my shit.
Oh yeah? How so?
Got me a Hurricane TMP-18 from Syrah.
That's sick shit, man. I didn't know Surratt carried those.
Double T cut him a break on his rent, so he brought some in just for us. Turns out apartments in this dump ain't exactly cheap. That's far enough. Leave quietly and you won't get hurt.
Keep out of this, Hanser. Get lost.
We'll leave them be for a moment. No need to start shit with a bunch of gun runners for like no or random thugs for no good reason.
Access granted.
A handful of people were taken into custody this evening following yet another anti-augmentation demonstration. This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely and closed the Broadview Tunnel. Perhaps they feared what might happen once the hostage situation at Seraph Industries resolved. Regardless, several violent skirmishes did break out, but no serious injuries were reported. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. All the media speculation surrounding the hostage situation. Celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization, Humanity Front. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
an extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostages. Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated look at what happened here tonight.
Mr. Taggart went on to explain
Access denied.
desire to stand in front of the General Assembly with David Seraph, united in their cause to find a common ground. Should that day ever come to pass, one cannot help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, the man whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront, will also... Back again to Detroit, where a handful of people were taken into custody this evening, following yet another anti-augmentation demonstration. This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route
Access
blocked by
denied.
supporters of the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely and closed the Broadview Tunnel. Perhaps they feared what might happen once the hostage situation at Seraph Industries resolved. All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just flown through the roof, thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization Humanity Front. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County,
Access granted.
Taggart called the attacks
an extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostage takers. Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated look at what happened here tonight.
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere desire to stand in front of the General Assembly with David Seraph, united in their cause to find a common ground. Should that day ever come to pass, one cannot help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, the man whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront, will also be present. So far, Mr. Darrow has refused our repeated requests for an interview. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Pembrose. Back again to Detroit, where a handful of people were taken into custody this evening following yet another anti-augmentation demonstration. This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely and close the Broadview Tunnel. Perhaps they feared what might happen once the
Access granted.
Seraph Industries resolved. Regardless, several violent skirmishes did break out, but no serious injuries were reported. This is a all the media.
You want to buy or sell something? It's all on the computer. What you want?
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount. Done.
You trying to scare me, Skinner? Cause you
What the
don't.
hell? You been reading the Super Spy Manual or something? Long coat, check. Sunglasses, check. Attitude, no doubt.
Oh, good. It's too late to rock. You son of a bitch, you go get some. Shit, I'm out. I see you, bro. Try to get me now.
I ain't doing nothing